What's up and welcome back. Today we're talking about how Rockstar has to do account resets. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead 2 and Red Dead Online. Let's dive right into what we're talking about regarding the title. So today we're going through comments. We do this once a week, try and keep the conversation going. And our first comment is from Thomas Kazanowski. I think I said that right. The economy is completely broken. They need to wipe people's accounts that have used glitches. Kind of hard to play legit against people that have $100,000 buying everything in the game, having an unfair advantage. Okay, so let's dive into this with starting where my opinion was before Rockstar took the patch out. I thought that they weren't gonna give actually reset an account. So you're level 80, 90, whatever. I didn't think they're gonna take your account and force you back to level 1 or force you to make a new account, deleting your current profile. I did think, however, that they would take the money away from people that used, specifically we're talking about the Cougar or Panther glitch where you would dupe it at the Blackwater Butcher. I did think they were going to take that money away because, to Thomas's point, there is an area of the game where the economy is a bit broken when there are players who have decided to use the glitch and players who have decided not to use the glitch, because there's a massive disparity in how much money those two parties have made. People who have used the glitch have made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. People who haven't didn't make that money. And this was after the hunting nerf. That doesn't totally play into this, but just to the point that the economy was a little bit harder, and during that time the glitch came out that people could make so much money, and it's been taken advantage of. I don't think, in Thomas's comment, he talks about how there's an unfair advantage to players who've earned all this money and have everything in the game. I don't think that there's a huge advantage to having a ton of money and owning everything in the game. I think there's more so an advantage of being a higher level and being able to have explosive rounds and things of that sort. But as far as between level 40 and level 100, the guns you have are fairly similar, and it really comes down to just who's played more and who's better. So I don't necessarily agree that having so much money is enabling you to be so much better than everyone else. I think that there's more of a, okay, we both have the Evans repeater, we're good to go, that type of thing. And you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that. You just need probably $1,000 and you can get a really quality weapon to use. I think when it comes to a player having so much money that they don't care about getting bounties, or they don't care about, they can just keep using explosive rounds over and over and over again, that may add a little bit, but it's not too much of an advantage. I don't think that having a lot of money gives you a super big PvP advantage. I just don't think that's there. So that's where I would agree with Thomas. But on the hand of there is a portion of the people in Red Dead Online right now that just have way more money than they would have without this Cougar glitch. And as new things come to the game, that's going to be an area where Rockstar is missing out on money. So I don't think missing out on actual money. So I don't think this is really, hey, the economy's broken and it's not fair to some of us who haven't used glitches. I'm not so much in that boat as I'm in, I could see where Rockstar is coming from, thinking okay, well, all these people that use these glitches have so much money, there's no incentive for them to purchase gold bars, because they're never going to need to. They have more money than they'll ever need. That's where I think Rockstar would go in and take that money back. Now, I've said this multiple times. I'm going to say it again. I don't think Rockstar should go in and reset accounts who have used this glitch, because a lot of the community used this glitch, and you would just hurt the community more than help them by doing this. So I don't think that should be done. But I would be surprised if they don't correct the imbalance in the economy right now, because there is a big disparity in the economy due to this glitch. Thomas, thank you for your comment. Even though we disagree on some parts, I do agree that I still think Rockstar will do something. It just, there's a big disparity. Thank you for commenting, man. Then we have a comment from Tryhard Clips that I didn't think was an issue or an idea even that popped up in my head, but it was upvoted by a lot of you. So he says they need to do something about how to identify your friends in free roam and PvP. And I didn't think of this an issue, but the community left is a tight-knit community. Probably you've developed quite a few people to play with over the time, and maybe having to reform your policy or whatever isn't working all the time, and you want to just be able to identify, hey, that person's in my friends list. This would be neat. I agree with that comment. It's not something that I had thought of because it wasn't something that I had found as an issue, but a few of you had. So I thought, let's throw it in here and just, you know, put it out there, make it aware more than just a clip that's been uploaded on one of the videos. Try hard. Thank you for the comment. Clip. Not a clip, it's a comment there, Barney. Then we have this from Rob. I don't have an issue not knowing where players are. And this is regarding a video we talked about the bounty system in. When you go hunting and you don't know who's in the woods, it could either be a friendly fisherman or it's players role-playing as the Murphy Brood. That's okay. However, drip feeding and microtransactions is beta where I have issues. I think the drip feeding it's hard to tell whether it's better or worse than just getting the content up front, because if we got all the content up front, I think we'd feel even more barren right now than we already do. So I don't know how I feel about the drip feeding. Microtransactions in beta, I think, is an oxymoron. I think that's where the issue is that, you know, your game's in beta signifying that it's not there, and some games have been in beta to access quicker updates and patches for the developers. But it's been clear that, and Rockstar's made it clear that this game's in beta because it's not full-fledged yet, and they're still working out a lot of kinks and bugs, and that's that, you know, they've mentioned that in updates, but they've at the same time released microtransactions, and that's what has led a lot of YouTubers to say you can't really consider your game in beta if you have microtransactions, which I think is a fair statement. Rob, thank you for the comment. Then we have one that's a little bit off base, but funny nonetheless. Devin W. Man, how are you playing while not touching the controller? Devin, I record the gameplays that go behind my commentaries prior to filming the commentary, and I'm not playing while I'm commentating because I tend to get distracted, and it's hard to focus on one or the other and not give either my full attention. So the gameplays are recorded separately, and then we put the commentary over. I hope that answers your question. And then Tino Helkamaki? Tino Helkamaki. I don't know how to say that, but now nobody can joke about your hairline. That's right. We shaved my head for a video we did on my brother's channel. We'll actually link that down below if you guys want to see that video. But yeah, we shaved my head for a video. I lost, and that was the punishment. I don't mind it, actually. It takes a little bit used to actually using the razor on my head. I think I get a little bit better at that. If any of you shave your head, could you give me some pointers? Because I'm used to shaving my face, but my head's a little bit different. I didn't think it would be so different, but it is a little bit different. And now you can't joke about my hairline, right? Tino, thanks for the comment. Then we have a popular idea from Renee, and Renee is talking about they should add what the Division did with DZ when a player goes on a manhunt and they bring people together to go hunt that player. This is like referring to the bounty system in Red Dead Online, and an idea that a lot of you have come forward with, that they should allow players to hunt certain players that have racked up like a $15 or $20 bounty or whatever. You know, you get to a certain threshold and make it a reward for other players to go take out this griefer, essentially, right? And there's a lot that would go into this mechanic in the game, but I do agree. I think it would be very, very cool to be able to acquire a bounty from another person. So if a person racks up, let's say, I think the threshold needs to be high. So $10 is when you can get NPC bounty hunters on you. Maybe at like $20, $25 or $30 is when other players can get notified to go collect the bounty on you. I think that would be really, really cool. I would love to have that in the game, and I think that it's something that could be doable, you know? Just make the threshold high, so like a $30 bounty. It's not going to happen often, but occasionally you'll be in a lobby with a guy who's got this massive bounty. Let other players go and collect it. Maybe you have to stop by the sheriff's office, and it's kind of like a stranger mission where you get notified of a player with the largest bounty in the lobby, and you can go take that bounty from them. I think that would be a really cool idea. Not only have Renee, you brought that forward, but others as well. Thank you guys for your pointers, and as always, bringing these ideas together and bringing them forward, hoping that we can get a few introduced into the game. I think this bounty hunter idea is something that's really cool that we could see down the road in Red Dead Online. Renee, thank you for the comment. Then we have a comment from A27CD1, and A says, I feel like they need to give us a reason to hunt in the northern part of the map. And I completely agree with this. I think this is something I brought up before, but the northern side of the map it's like, It's the snowy side of the map. It's cool terrain. There's a beautiful, beautiful area up in North Amberino where all these like pink and yellow flowers spread up along the hillside. It's so pretty, and it's one of the prettier parts of the map, but you don't get to use it because there's no reason to be up there, right? Yeah, there's a couple stranger missions up there, but they're still kind of glitched and you can't always get through those smoothly. And on top of that, there's no butchers, so the normal activities that people will do, aka hunting, people aren't going to do up there because it takes so long to get to the butcher. It would be really nice to see ROCKSTAR come in and add either a trapper up there or something so that we could have an incentive to spend more time on that north side of the map. They built it, so we might as well use it. Thank you for the comment. Then we have Luis coming in with some more bounty suggestions. 1, if you're red, you can't see anyone on the map. If you are not, you can see everybody. 2, if someone kills you first, you can kill them back for 10 minutes without getting a red bounty. And 3, my English is bad. Luis, don't worry, man. Not all of us speak perfect English. I know I don't at times. I think the first idea is really cool, actually. If you become a red blip because you've shot another player, you lose the ability to see other players on the map. I think that's a cool idea. It would definitely take away like griefing from a distance. Players would no longer be able to find you through the woods and things like that. You do appear on the minimap at a certain distance. If someone who was griefing and is red can't find you, that would help with the griefing. I think that's actually a really good idea. It's a big change at the same time, so it'd be interesting to see how that would go. One thing with these bounty changes that makes it hard is that the game actually incentivizes you to kill other players at times. At least 1 out of every daily challenge normally is a player-to-player combat-based challenge. So it's hard to find the balance, and I don't think ROCKSTAR has found the balance at the moment of having daily challenges that promote player-to-player combat, and as well having a system in place to not promote that or demote that type of gameplay. Punishing players with a bounty for hurting other players. So those two things in the game at the same time they're complete opposites. So the yin and yang of having those two things I don't think has been found yet, and it'll be interesting how that yin and yang come to fruition in the future. I think it's definitely something that needs work on it right now, and I don't think that's deaf on ROCKSTAR's ears. I think they're aware of that being something that needs to be worked on. Louise, thank you for the comment. Then to kind of close things out, Bill Simmons says, me and 4 friends did the verification thing back on March 8th, and none of us has gotten any gold bars yet. I got my gold bars. I just wanted, for Bill's sake, if you guys haven't received your gold bars, can you let us know down in the comments below? Because I don't know if this is, a widespread problem. Maybe Bill didn't do the verification right, or possibly he did the verification right and actually a lot of us aren't getting the gold bars. I have gotten my gold bars. If you guys haven't, let us know down below so we know if Bill's alone with his 4 friends or if this is something that is widespread on Red Dead Online and a lot of people have yet to receive their gold bars for enabling 2-step verification. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and supporting the channel, and until next time, take care.